Let me check on my phone real quick. I can listen in through my phone. My channel. All right. What's it
Well, you
called?
caught up on seasonals and shit?
I'm not completely caught up, but I've watched most of it. For sure. Okay, quickly, talk about why what's his name? Talk about why Tanjiro is a bitch. Okay, I'm gonna listen for you on my stream.
Bro, he's like, I don't even like. He's either fucking, how do you call it, like Gary Stew or whatever you call it. Tanjiro is such a fucking nothing personality. It's actually annoying how much like Tanjiro is not a character, and he's just like the good guy. That's always a good guy.
Okay, fixed. Oh, dude,
Hell yeah.
perfect. Let's go.
Yes.
Yo, what's up, Dashnet? What's poppin'? New Whip just hopped in. All right. Okay, so today we're gonna do our final thoughts, and
Hell yeah.
so we're gonna do our final thoughts, give our final ratings on everything, and then then we'll be chilling, and then when I come back from Anime Expo, we'll do our summer preview, because a lot of summer shows should be out at that point.
Right.
2023 spring. But we're just gonna invoke even more elitism.
Hell yeah.
Because okay, I won't lie, I haven't watched.
Anime's bad.
I haven't watched
Anime bad.
everything to completion, right? But I don't think I need to watch everything to completion. I think I just know how good a show is just by the first couple episodes, because we've actually judged shows just based off of like the poster art. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. You can kind of tell how good a show is based on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very rare for a show to have bad artwork and for it to be good.
Yeah.
Like very rare.
Yo, what's up, Liberty? Oh, dude, I have some things just to like explode on, because like 100% like fucking what's it called? I do have a definitive anime of the season, so
Same, bro.
pretty sure anime of the year. So we'll go.
I mean, Prevalent Saga Season 2 is anime of the year. But...
well, maybe.
Well,
maybe.
Yeah, most anime are still,
okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I say that,
you can kind of tell.
Vinland Saga isn't in my head, as I mentioned.
Like I guess it is a sequel. Like if you're like counting, like distinguishing.
Yeah.
I definitely have my anime of the season too.
At least like anime original of the year is like already set in stone. Man, anime of the season is Heavenly Delusion. Okay, that is
Wait, did I watch that? Wait, what's that?
That's the one with the kids looking for heaven.
Okay. I have some thoughts on that anime for later.
Okay, so I respect that decision, because there are a couple things that I really do like about Heavenly Delusion. Okay, there are a couple things that I really like about it. I can probably guess any like things that are not so great about it, right? But yeah. But we'll get into that in a little bit. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there are some things that I like. There are some shows that I put on pause because I'm gonna just watch to completion, pretty much like later, right? Because there was a lot of things airing, right? So
yeah, I'm basically caught up on everything except the Witch of Mercury. That's the one I haven't started yet.
Yeah, that one.
Well, I'm just waiting for them to watch it. Like if we stream next week, I'll probably have some thoughts on it.
Yeah. My friend that we watch Mercury with went to Japan, so
dang.
yeah, we couldn't watch it. Yeah, fucking weeb. I'm still behind on 8 shows, yo. It's all good. I'm behind on 5 right now that I need to
There's
power
a lot
through.
of there's a lot of good anime this season. Like,
Yeah. If you, I will say, if you are a slice of like a romance fan, this
oh
one's
yeah, the season has a lot of romance anime. It's
yeah.
insane.
I think it's I think 2023, at least like 2023 spring, will be like the defining season for like oh, this was a good year for,
Yeah,
rom com.
yeah, I definitely think spring
Yeah.
is gonna like the most, especially I don't know, summer doesn't inspire me very much. Not gonna lie, it's like good
Yo,
things that
thanks for the
excite me in
follow,
summer
Dashnet. Appreciate it. All right, we're gonna get into the
based.
show right now in a second. Let me just take my
Yeah,
vitamins.
there's like some things in summer that excite me, but most of them are sequels, and I don't think there's anything especially interesting. Like the five, the one, two, yeah, the 4, 5 top shows on any chart for next season are sequels
Yeah,
or
I
like
mean,
spin-offs. I don't know if the Euremia one is like a continuation or like I don't know. But yeah, like the first 5 shows are continuations
shit.
of the anime that some are good, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Roku Tensei, good, pretty good anime.
Yeah,
And then you have like, Bleach, which could be good or could be bad. There's always a chance that Bleach can go like that can like go fuck itself again, like it just implodes on itself on the hype.
yeah.
And then you have like Masamune Kind of Revenge, which is like garbage tier show, but like my garbage tier show. And then you have Orimiya, which is garbage, but
Yeah,
that's
true.
my opinion.
Oh, fuck you.
Go,
Demon
go,
Slayer
go
3
read the
was hella
fucking manga,
mid.
man.
Yes.
Go read the
Fuck you.
fucking manga, okay? And then like get bored after 50 chapters in the manga
Dude,
because nothing happens after like the first 50 chapters, but it's fine.
if you think Demon Slayer season 3 was hella mid, you're at the right stream. Okay, you're gonna fit right in here. Okay.
Yeah, Demon Slayer season 3 was fucking. It was hard to watch, man. Like,
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna get in on that too. Okay, let's go ahead and get the show started. Okay. Um, so I did turn this down just a bit. All right, yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Critical Anime Theory, the podcast show thing, debate, whatever the fuck you want to call it, where we discuss anime and anime topics, seasonal, current, non-current, whatever the fuck we feel like, right, bananas? Right?
hell yeah,
We just do whatever the fuck you want.
we vibing.
So today, as always, your boy Benji with Mr. Go Bananas right next to me.
Ooh,
Yeah, chilling.
yeah,
So yeah,
right on your lap.
we're gonna be pretty elitist today. I'm not gonna lie. Um, it's
All anime is bad except the ones I like.
yeah. There's definitely gonna be
That's
some unhappiness with some of the words that are gonna come out of our mouth, right? I love elitism. Perfect. Let me. We're about to show you some. Okay.
Let me swirl my Mountain Dew.
Yes. um.
We don't even have fucking Mountain Dew in Portugal. So
Oh yeah, that's right. It's banned. Yeah, because only the Americas would allow something like that
yeah,
here.
there's like some laws about like sugar content or something. That's probably why.
Oh yeah, we don't give a fuck about that. We put sugar on sugar, my dude. Like actually,
Hell
like
yeah. I
unironically.
mean, like we have like regular Coke and stuff, but like I think Monster just has way too much. Apparently, I don't know. I think that's probably why.
Yeah. That's what happens when government cares
I
about
don't
you.
know. It's worse. Like, yeah, the European Union is very like picky about certain things.
Yeah, they won't let you have fun.
Yeah,
Um.
it's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna go over our spring anime that we watched. Obviously, we may have not finished every single show, but we've watched enough of the show to give it like either a definitive rating or a definitive drop.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah, I'm caught up on everything right now. Most anime have 1 episode left, I think,
yeah. Which is funny
and
because
I don't think. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say it's usually the opposite. I'm catched up, and you're usually behind a bit.
True, bro.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, I don't think an anime can like shed itself on 1 episode.
Yeah.
I think
Um,
most anime, like, if they're like 12 episodes, if you watch the first 11 episodes, you can kind of tell what's going to happen on the 12th episode.
yeah, there was.
It'll-
That's good to know. I mean, that's good to hear so far because that means there was no real like curveballs thrown, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it's rare for shows to have like
Yeah,
good curveballs in the last episode,
yeah,
unless they're like a complete series. Like, let's say Code Geass maybe is like an example of a good curveball, even though Code Geass is fucking trash.
yeah. Okay, hold on. Save it, bananas. Save your hatred. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with some of the obvious ones. Vinland Saga season 2. Um, okay.
Masterpiece.
Obviously, it's a masterpiece, right? Uh, so
On what episode are you on Villain Saga?
I'm like halfway. I'm like halfway through.
Okay. I don't want to
Yeah.
spoil them. But yeah, it's Villain Saga. It's a fucking masterclass of storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, it's
It's a masterclass of
a lot.
storytelling,
They keep
character development. It's fucking great.
they keep one-upping the manga too, in my opinion. I think in terms of because a lot of manga scenes it hard because the art is beautiful and it's really well told the story, but when you
Yeah.
add the music and the sound directing and the voice acting, like, and just the overall good quality artwork that the second season has had, and yeah, I think it is some ways better than the manga. I don't think, at least so far, that Villain Saga is the one anime I'm a bit behind. They have like lifted the manga for sure. Unlike season one, was like I don't know if you remember that scene with Torkel.
Mm-hmm.
That one scene with Torkel that people in the manga like were fucking pissing and crying about. Which I get it because the manga panel was really good. But at
Oh
least so
yeah,
far, I
yeah,
think
yeah. I remember. Yeah.
yeah, I think so far the second season has been like fucking phenomenal
Yeah.
in terms of adapting a manga and giving him all the fucking emotions and
Yeah.
the teams and stuff. It's fucking Farmland, man. Farmland is the best fucking saga.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Gio? I think that like okay, coming from season 1 to season 2, like people, it's an obvious like slowdown, right? Of you know the like super fast paced action and like very quick like scenes from like one thing to another, right? Like it was for the most part like pretty like nonstop, right? Um, like I think that if you came into season 2 like disappointed, then you kind of missed the whole point of like Vinland Saga, right?
Yeah,
Like considering just from like the first episode, right? Like what Thorfinn's
yeah.
dad.
It's what Thor says. It's like enough.
Yeah, like it's an
Everything
overarching theme, right?
right.
I have
Everything
enemies.
Thor says in the I think it's third episode. He says to Thorfinn, like when he's taking the weapon from his chest
Yeah.
and he grabs the sword like with his hand and he's like, "You have no enemies." I think, and the way he says it and what it implies to the rest of the series. That episode is the series. Like, so much of the themes of the series are revolve around that.
Yeah, like
Even the idea, um, you know, sometimes you have to like battle, if that makes sense. I know you're like not caught up yet, so maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. But sometimes action is the right choice. That
yeah.
doesn't mean you need to like kill the person. It doesn't mean.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm just one episode behind you, so
Fair.
um
Fair.
yeah, and it's because like like when you're like Oslod, right? Like would be like arguably like someone who um like he's like one of the greatest characters like ever in anime, right? Like he's like so fucking
Oh, you
uh
mean Askeda?
yeah, Askeladd, he's so like
I missed Askeda.
well rounded and like developed, right? And like his like interactions with like everyone around him, it's so like enthralling, right? And like as great as the action scenes were, but like I was more so watching for like the character interaction than like the little like political aspects of it, with people like wanting to gain power and like lose power, and
Right.
like who got betrayed and who didn't, like, and the reasons why like ultimately things like happened, right? Like all that was done very amazingly, right? Um,
Right. Right.
and so going into season 2, right? Like obviously there has to be some sort of like slowdown or like a moment of like self reflection for Thorfinn, right? But and they can only do that, you know, with a setting like this, right, where he can like really focus on, you know, himself, right, with very without
Right.
any like anything super
Right.
crazy going on, you know. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a really good story.
yeah, it's
It's
fucking
so
great.
beautifully too. It's
Yeah, yeah,
it's all yeah. It's you can almost draw parallel to our world in a way, but not directly, I guess,
yeah.
because they live in this absurd world where violence is not only recommended, it's glorified,
Hmm.
which is like our world, like Viking times. That's just how they saw. That's how just how their religion works, right? It's the way that dying in the battlefield is the greatest honor, and you go to Valhalla if you do so, or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, and then like
And
Valhalla is like
watching
hell, basically.
characters, yeah, and watching like characters like struggle with the absurdity of those statements and the way of thinking is very interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's probably the worst time in history to be a pacifist,
yeah,
and
exactly.
but like yeah, it still makes sense, right? It's still like
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
no
So
one really has any enemies. I think that's a really good point.
yeah, so with that in mind, I can confidently give Vinland Saga like probably a 9, honestly,
Yeah,
in my
I
book.
agree. I think this season has in a lot of ways succeeded the original one.
Oh, for sure.
No, yeah, it's like that fucking flashback with Thorfinn and like get his dream with Askeladd and the
Hmm.
fucking hits and, like that shit is fucking 10 out of 10. That shit is a masterpiece.
Yeah, some of my favorite interactions are with the king, and how his like father's ghost keeps appearing,
Oh, he's like
right?
keeps mocking Canute,
Yeah,
like King
yeah,
Swain keeps mocking. Yeah, that's fucking amazing too.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just loving everything about it, and like Thorfinn is that guy who killed so many people, and now he's trying to find a way to not kill people and to you know be a better person and redeem himself. And
yeah,
Canute is the other way around. He has this epiphany in season one where he understands that the love that's fucking Ragnar, the guy that died, that was like his helper, was like his
yeah.
dad.
That was basically his dad. Yeah,
Like that, the love that he felt for Canute and the love Canute felt for him was a sort of discrimination, which is like very interesting.
yeah, yeah. It basically drove
It's
him.
one of those things that rewatching, like I think season one deserves a rewatch just for that scene alone,
Yeah, yeah. Season
where
one
he sort of
definitely had
understands.
some crazy episodes that I really
All right,
liked.
because he's a pacifist in season one, but he's also a coward, and like he understands the pacifist way to be the right way, but he doesn't understand it. He's like a coward that sometimes you do need to take arms. And in season two, he understands that maybe too much of an offense because he has way too much power now that he's used to.
Yeah, now he's like paranoid.
Right. So like the way that he acts with that power is different than when he acted with no power.
Yeah, yeah,
And
and
yeah,
it's awesome because you need a watch in order to see how they like
bro,
express all
bro,
that.
Canute is fucking Blood Griffith. I
Yeah,
said it. He's
yeah.
literally Blood Griffith. He's
Oh
a
yeah,
fucking
yeah, for
blue eye.
sure.
Bro. It's just fucking. It's just blonde Griffith, and I'm fucking here for it.
Let's go. All right, Vinland Saga, definitely watch it. All right, Attack on Titan, nothing really to rate. It was just the hour thing, so
Bro, I already forgot about the whole thing. I'm not
I
even
know
joking.
it's
It's yeah,
just a special. All right, Demon Slayer. Um,
that's okay.
yeah,
I
it's
like
a
how our description for like the first episode is the same now.
yeah,
It's okay.
it's it's it started off promising with like the first 5 minutes, and then it quickly devolves episode by episode into like this really boring and mundane repetition of
Yeah,
like
I still don't. I hate the flashbacks.
yeah, dude. I don't
Because
get
they're grabbing the trope of flashbacks. Like, the flashbacks trope is very usual in Battle Shonen, right?
yeah
But the author is clearly grabbing them without understanding how to make them work.
yeah. Well, it's like he found a formula, right?
Yeah, and
And
he keeps still doing the same fucking shit over and over with the same shit. Oh my god, I can't with these characters.
yeah, and
Wait, have you seen the last episode?
no,
Okay,
dude,
do you know
it
what happens to Nezuko?
struggles.
Or like maybe I've seen some spoilers.
Nezuko, no, I don't fucking care. You can tell me.
Okay,
Not even
I'm just
spoil me.
gonna say the last episode of the season of Demon Slayer, it might be the biggest ass pull in shonen history.
I mean,
Like from all like the ass pulls in like fucking Naruto and Bleach and Fairy Tail, like Fairy Tail Power of Friendship feels more earned than what happens at the end of the season of Demon Slayer. That's all I'll say.
wait, is it as bad as the ending of Soul Eater with Friendship Punch?
Bro. So Leader Friendship Punch is a masterpiece in comparison. I was so fucking upset at the last episode of Demon Slayer. I was shocked. I was actually fucking shocked at how fucking ass pull and bullshit it was.
Okay, okay. See, now I have to watch the fucking god damn it bananas.
That you're gonna be okay. Next stream, we need to talk about the last episode of Demon Slayer,
Okay, I'm gonna probably like
particularly Nezuko.
dude, I'm gonna do what I did with the season before where I skipped all the good conversation. I just like sped read the subtitles and I skipped everything.
It's
Um,
because nothing happens in the conversation in Demon Slayer.
well,
It's
I feel like Tanjiro has gotten worse. Like,
yeah, it just I don't know. This whole arc is just there's nothing interesting about it. Because with the Red District arc, there's like a cool premise.
yeah,
Like the main Ashura
yeah, yeah.
yeah, the main Ashura guy is kind of cool.
It was boring as shit. Yeah, dude, exactly.
Yeah, like the main
Okay,
Ashura guy is like cool in this arc. His wives are kind of cool.
can I?
Again, like the premise itself is interesting in last
Yeah,
season,
I'm gonna throw out a
but
theory.
they're just
Hold on.
some of it's just fucking boring,
I'm
man. The
a,
season is just boring.
I'm gonna
The
throw
action,
out.
even the action is. There
Okay,
you go.
I'm gonna throw a little theory here. Okay, are you ready for this? It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I genuinely don't think anyone's watching Demon Slayer. I don't think anyone's watching Demon Slayer. Okay, this
All
is what
right.
I think is happening. I think you have all these people, this huge fan base of people, right? Huge fan base of people, right? Mostly Zoomers and millennials, right?
Watch clips on YouTube.
Okay, no. What do Zoomers and millennials have problems with? Looking at their
Attention span.
phones. Okay,
Yeah.
right? Nobody's watching Demon Slayer. Everyone's on their phone and they only look up at the screen to see the action scenes. So they're deceived into thinking that what they're actually watching is a decent anime, when in reality, they're just, being distracted at the boring parts and then only watching the somewhat hype or okay parts. So they think it's a good show.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm actually inclined to agree, just because there's no way people are like reading and watching the Demon Slayer dialogue and being like, "Oh my god, this is the 10 out of 10. It's a fucking masterpiece." There's no way. There's no
There's no way.
like the comedy is worse than Naruto. Naruto came out 20 years ago.
Yeah, like dude,
Like
it blows
it's
my
like
mind that someone can watch this and think like this is like decent.
peak anime. Yeah, even the action scenes this season are kind of fucking garbage. Like every trick they've used this season, they've used the other seasons, and it's not interesting anymore. It's like
Hold on,
it's so much like the power of friendship and believing in yourself at this point. It doesn't even matter what the moves are. Like it doesn't even matter what attacks or like unique abilities people have. It's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be fucking Tanjiro screaming on top of his lungs, like swinging his fucking sword, be like, "Cut it!"
let me before we continue shitting, I want to put a little bit of a disclaimer here, okay? When we talk like this about Demon Slayer, okay, it's because it wasn't always like this. The spider.
Yeah,
Remember when they fought the spider family?
season
Like the
one
spider
was
arc?
good. I don't know,
Dude,
like
season one was incredible, dude. Like when he did the first fight against like all the spider
You know what it
people.
is? It's because it's what happens with most anime.
Oh yeah, money.
Like most isekai especially. No, like most isekai especially when you have like you kind of spend your premise at the beginning,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
You get all good shit.
afterwards you have no original ideas, so you
Yeah.
just remake Naruto. It's the path of every fucking shonen anime has this fucking path of like having like this cool premise, one or two good arcs, and then it's
Off a
fucking
fucking
Naruto.
cliff.
Like
Yeah,
yeah, but like Boku no Hero, it's fucking Naruto of season two. Like even season two was a fucking like
dude.
tournament
Okay,
arc,
dude.
which is
My Hero blew my fucking mind that they defeat like this main villain so early on, and then they just immediately introduce someone else. Like
right.
I was
It's like oh
I was
yeah,
like,
this All Might, not All Might, like the All for One guy. I can't
yeah,
remember his name. He's like, oh yeah, you like fucking final boss level tier shit because you have swords that are powers, which is already broken, but somehow people win because anime. But yeah, it's like and they're like, oh, it's like this new threat, and he's like, whatever. It's
yeah. It's fucking. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who's okay with
people need
this?
to people need to learn to end their series when
Yeah,
they're at their peak. I think Soul Leader is a pretty good example of this. Not the anime, but the manga.
yeah. Like,
You don't need to introduce a new baddie after the last baddie is dead. Just end the fucking
yeah,
series,
just
man.
end the series, or
I
wait,
get that it's popular.
or wait till you have more ideas, right? Like,
Right. Demon Slayer feels like they ran out of ideas by the end of the season one anime.
I think
Like,
if
okay, I mean, I guess the train arc is okay, like in terms of ideas.
okay,
Because
the trainer was
in terms of
okay.
ideas, like,
The train arc
you're
was
right.
okay until they killed Rengoku, and then they couldn't stop bringing up Rengoku for like
Yeah, like
every
fucking
single
Tanjiro
fucking
was a
episode.
boner for Yeah, fucking Tanjiro's a boner for Rengoku, like, ever since the movie, and I can't, like, fucking shut the fuck up about him, man. It's like, you knew him for, like, 2 hours, dude, shut the fuck up.
Dude, not even that.
You don't even fucking know the dude. What do you mean he's, like, your inspiration? You know him for, like, fucking 3 or 4 hours in the fucking train, and, like, the morning he died right afterwards. Like, stop talking, like, about him, like, he's your fucking BFF. Like,
Dude,
at least with fucking Naruto and Sasuke, it's like, okay, you can see their relationship develop to a point where like Naruto would be like upsets into saving him because they had like good times together and they like respect each other and shit. With Tanjiro and Rakugo, there's no build up. It's just like, oh my god, this Rakugo, this guy's so badass. Oh my fucking god, he died. He was my idol. Oh my god, no.
yeah, yeah. Um, Demon Slayer season 5 should be better. 4 is a shitty training arc. Okay, that's disappointing. I mean, I don't know. At this point, it's like it's already like sludging through the mud. Like it's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
god
It's
awful.
it's run out of ideas like a
Yeah,
while back, and it's just
I will say like the potential that it had was like so fucking out there, right? Especially with Ufotable behind
right.
it. It kind of like
That's the thing. I think if Pierrot, the studio does Naruto and Bleach. I think if they adapted, no one would care about it. I
yeah,
legit think if Pierrot or like I mean I don't want to say like a bad studio, but like a studio with less capabilities of going so much all out in one anime like Ufotable has.
yeah.
There's no way no one cares about this fucking anime.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So much as I want to say
There's
it's
no
movie,
way no
I'm
one
sure.
cares about this fucking anime, like, right?
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's all aesthetics at this point.
Yeah, it's fine to like animation candy. It's just that saying that Demon Slayer's peak of animation is I don't know, man. It's offensive. Think that Demon
Okay,
Slayer is like peak in animation.
it also it's yeah, it also makes sense because what's it called? The I know why Ufotable likes the Fate series so much. Like it makes sense, right? Because it's a complete
Right.
story that doesn't really go to shit, and you have a lot to work with. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, it makes
Yeah.
it makes sense. Fucking livery.
I don't know, man. I'm just tired of Demon Slayer at this point.
Yeah. Okay, what's the rating? I'm gonna give it a. I'd say give it like a 5.
I'll give it a 6, I
Six,
guess.
actually
Just
6, because you Ufotables
it is
on it.
like it is free to look at. I think that's the one redeeming quality Demon Slayer has at this point. It's free to look at. It's okay. It has some pretty cool techniques that you don't see in anime often. Like the blending between regular animation and CG animation is really good in Demon Slayer. That's like the one quality it has at this point. Yeah. Um, Especially with the end of the season, man. You need to watch the end, Benji. You're gonna be so fucking upset with the Aspool in the last episode because in some ways it ruins the premise of the series.
Oh, does it really? Okay,
I,
perfect.
I I think in some ways it does. Again, I don't want to spoil, but I do think in some ways it
Mitsuri made the arc
does
better.
kind of ruin the premise of the series. It really makes you not care about the characters.
Nice, nice. Okay, perfect.
Bro, why do I keep getting chat restricted? What is happening?
You can thank Liberty for that. She timed you out for 5 minutes, so get fucked.
Dang, I'm getting bullied over here.
Mitsuri made the arc better. Yeah, I do like Mitsuri. She's pretty cool.
Is it the
Um,
big city one?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her sword. I wish they would like actually exploit her style instead of just like, whoa, it's so cool, and then she does like nothing for the rest of the series.
Yeah, right. Okay. Demon Shitter, 6 out of 10. All right, Konosuba. Um,
Ah,
I'm
actually,
waiting
good
to
anime.
watch this as a whole with my fiance because she loves the premise. So I
Right.
only watched like the
I'm
first
just happy
episode. So
we're back to good anime.
hell yeah.
This
So
anime is pretty good. Like, I don't think it's as good as the original, but I think it's pretty good.
oh, nice, nice, nice. What do
I
you
think
what
you
do you?
get.
I was gonna say,
Sorry, sorry.
let me. What would you rate it, and then tell me why I would need to watch this.
I think it's an 8 out of 10.
Oh
Maybe
shit!
like a high
Whoa,
7.
whoa.
Yeah, I really like this show. I
Okay.
think. I mean, Megumin is my favorite character from the series, like
Mm-hmm.
in general, right?
Yeah.
But like seeing where she started and how she ends up and start like how she does, and just seeing Yun Megumin's relationship with Union, it sort of elevates like the whole series as a whole for me. Because yeah, in some ways it's like okay, these characters are goofy and they enjoy each other in the original, right?
Yeah.
But to see like Megumin having like a genuine bond with Union and it feeling so natural in the way that it develops and the way that it grows. And I don't think it's less funny than the original. Like I get that Megumin is like the one like explosion joke kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
pony trick. But even in the whole like 12 episodes, maybe she uses explosion like 5 times. So they're very aware of not reusing that gag over and over.
Yeah.
And the way the rest of the cast complements Megumin, it's fucking masterpiece. Like it's really good. It was better than I expected. I expected
Okay.
coming into this expecting some good laughs and maybe like maybe get bored halfway through maybe right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it was always entertaining. The characters were always interesting. Yeah, it's a fucking good show, man. I
I
still
love
think the
that.
original series is better, but not much better. I think this spinoff captured the essence of the original,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's basically it. It's fucking good, man. It's not a masterpiece and it's gonna blow your mind, but I think that's the thing with Konosuba in general, because if you describe Konosuba this masterpiece comedy, people are gonna go into it and enjoy it less,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just like this really silly but funny show with
And it's even
fun
funnier.
characters.
It's even funnier if you're an anime watcher because it like
Right.
makes fun of like isekai shit.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. And yeah, I think it kept the essence of Konosuba alive, and it's about Megumin, so
I
yeah,
love that.
fucking good anime, man.
I love that. Well, definitely check out Konosuba Explosion's Wonderful World. Also, watch the Konosuba movie. That shit is fucking hilarious. And it
Yes,
and
that
it,
is. Yeah,
and it has the scene when they're holding What's the main character's name? The dude. What the fuck is his name?
Wait, which one?
Uh,
The movie, Kazuma.
yeah, Kazuma. The like evil person's holding Kazuma, and he's like, "Oh, this isn't too bad." And he's like, "What's that feeling on my butt?" And they're like, "Well, I'm not just a woman. I'm also."
Just a prank, bro.
Oh my god, he's like, "I can change my body at will." Oh no, why did I move this? But yeah, the movie's like pretty fucking funny. Not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it like
Yeah,
immensely. Yeah, it was actually
yeah.
had me laughing
I
out
think
loud.
Konosuba is like the antithesis of other isekai because it only gets better as far like the further it goes, it only gets better.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, it's so good.
Other isekai is like, oh yeah, look at this one or two cool arcs at max, and
Yeah,
then like let's just be boring and repetitive.
yeah,
And about how overpowered the main character is. Oh my god, he has brown hair or black hair and he's overpowered. Oh my god.
yeah, for like the millionth time. But yeah, this shit is fucking awesome. Okay, Doctor Stone season 3. Okay, I will say I'm not cut up, but I already know what I'm gonna rate it, and it's an 8. Okay, because Doctor
Okay.
Stone is a fucking like the pirate guy. I'm in love with that guy. Like he's fucking awesome.
Right. Fuck, I
Um,
actually don't know how to rate it. I'm between a 7 and an 8. I don't want to spoil, but the last episode was. I think the last episode might be the best episode of the series.
okay.
It really hit me in like the emotions.
Yes, AGC. Doctor Stone is just fun, and that's what I fucking love.
Yes.
It brings me back to like what shonen anime actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I'll give it a 7. I don't think I think it's been very interesting, but it's it's still like really dumb sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, the
But
thing is,
I do fucking love the series. I think the last episode of this season is the best episode of the series, like outright. I,
yeah.
uh,
Well, I'm a dumb
it got me
guy, so
feeling
I
emotions, man. It got me feeling emotions.
yeah.
Mm.
As a dumb person, I love dumb things. So I have to oblige and give it a higher rating just by my moral compass. Yakia
Yeah,
best daddy,
yeah, I
yay.
know what you mean. Yeah, like bro, once you watch the last episode, you're gonna just like, oh,
Yes. I'm gonna binge that shit. Ancient Magus Bride, didn't watch.
this
Didn't
isn't even a real anime. I'm
didn't
pretty sure.
watch. Um, okay, Mashio, what would you give it? Cause did you watch it at all?
Oh, it is. 7, I think.
A 7. Okay.
Uh, yeah, I'm still like between the 6 and the 7, but it's like it's simple enough and dumb enough that it's fun enough to be a 7. I think.
I see.
I think the series doesn't take itself too seriously yet, which is like a big part of the charm of it. I think if the series starts taking itself too seriously, it will crumble down,
Yeah.
like under its own weight. But yeah, fucking fun show.
Yeah. Funny Harry Potter.
It's
Nice.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's fun. It doesn't. Yeah, it actually has like cool powers too, which is
Oh,
something I
nice.
wasn't expecting from the first episodes.
Yeah.
It actually has like cool powers. I think this anime, the themes that it's going for, a lot of it is the embodiment of like talent and how talented people can look down on others. Which is again simple enough that it's fun enough and enjoyable enough.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's not it's
As
not gonna
long
fucking blow your mind.
as long as it doesn't take itself seriously, I think that's the key component of it. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
As long as it's funny, it doesn't take it so seriously. I'm always down for the series.
I love it. I love it.
I haven't gotten repetitive either yet, but yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be a pretty huge one. All right, Oshi no Ko. Oshi no Ko. Okay, Oshi no Ko.
Okay.
So Oshi no Ko, I think it's pretty good. Okay, Dashna give it 8.5. Okay, so
Sorry.
I think I think I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I
You know,
I agree.
you know,
Uh,
I don't
right.
think it's like perfect or anything, right? I don't think it's like it does anything like super incredible. Direction's really good. You're based on how much you like the characters. Yes, that's very true. Um, so like I'm kind of sitting, you know, probably like an 8 uh for the series, right? Mostly because the like it's kind of like at a I wouldn't say it's like slowed down, but it seems to have like kind of like from like the incredible pacing in the beginning, right, up until now. It seems to have not really come to a crawl, but like, where it's more so just like not
Yeah,
not
it's
not not
more
really
a
going as
slice of
fast as
life
I'd want it to.
almost
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I have a lot of conflicting emotions about this series
Yeah.
because I remember like last time we talked about this anime, it was like 4 or 5 episodes out, and as much as we praised the first episode, we also criticized the episodes following it because Aqua is like, how do I put it nicely? He's a bit of a fucking edge lord,
Yeah.
and it's kind of annoying sometimes when you're trying to enjoy the series. Like the level of edge he's at. Like it's not that his emotions aren't justified, because we did see his like mom slash idol get fucking maimed in front of him. It's not. It's just that like sometimes he's like, "I'm Batman,"
Yeah.
and like sometimes he's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
But after like episode 7, 8, I really started enjoying the series again,
Yeah.
because I think I stopped looking at it as this very edgy, dark anime, and I started looking at it as this idle slice of life anime. And I think when you get to that, it's hard to, yeah. It feels like the series is trying two very distinct feelings sometimes, and sometimes it lands really well, and sometimes it feels like a bit of whiplash, right?
Mhm.
It's a good series for sure. I'm
Yeah.
just afraid that we're gonna have one arc in season 2. Actually, I'm gonna call this arc already. That this is what gonna happen. Aqua's gonna get too comfortable with his life, like this looks like more enjoyable slice of life aspect,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna go full fucking Batman Joker type.
Yeah, because something's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still not at
yeah,
Hot
and
Chance level.
I
True.
am fucking so afraid if that happens with the series, because I'll be so disappointed.
Yeah, I mean,
Because there's good character writing. Like, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely good character writing, good setting. I think I like the way characters talk feel like real human beings. They don't feel like anime characters. They feel realized. Most of their dialogue seems to make sense. I'm just so afraid that the series will eventually shit itself.
yeah, because like, and I can like the that sentiment and feeling. I feel like is also derived from how they develop um a lot of the like supporting cast, right? And not to say that's like a bad thing, right? But when you're watching the series from episode one, you think it's gonna be Aqua trying like the whole time, gonna trying to figure out like, who murdered their mom, right? Because that seems to be what the series was positioned as, right? But
Yeah, right.
as it goes on, we're like getting like other people's developments and other stuff, which could be just death flags that they're setting up for later on, right?
Right, right.
Because
Ju-
the
Yeah,
the series could just take that turn, right?
it's yeah. It feels like a series that you shouldn't like analyze. Like you shouldn't analyze its structure in a sense.
Yeah, because
You should just enjoy it on episode basis.
we don't really know
And then when
exactly
the
where
whole
it's
series
going.
is over, yeah. And then when the series is over, you like go back and try to extrapolate
Yeah,
like the good and the bad from it.
yeah,
Which I think most of it has been pretty good. I don't think there's been any major misstep. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
actually surprised that it's a series that changed. my perspective as it was happening.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's a ting, yeah.
I think,
But yeah, Oshinoko is very, very decent. So I'm gonna give it an 8. I know it seems like pretty like high expectations, right? But considering what Summertime Render really did with its like heel turn and like what it ended up becoming, I think Oshinoko can be another Summertime Render, because Summertime Render did take some time to develop and like become like this like incredible show, right? But
right, right.
it took you know a whole, it took like the first season, right? And then it really sent
But did they
itself
announce
after
season
episode
2 for
12
this? Yeah.
for Oshinoko.
Yeah. Guess
Uh
that, right? This is so popular.
Oshinoko. I mean,
Like, if it is so popular, there's no way they're not gonna make a season 2, right?
yeah, like I don't see like why not, like the fucking like everyone fucking loves this shit. Like hopefully they announce something at Anime Expo. But we won't know. But supposedly they're teasing a season 2. So I don't see why I wouldn't.
Right,
It's
right.
it's like free money, you know. Not
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
not over yet. It's probably Wednesday. Oh, okay. After the last episode, I see. I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, definitely watch Oshinoko if none of y'all haven't. Like it's pretty
Yeah, I
damn
give it an 8, I
pretty damn
think.
solid. Yeah.
I think it's deserving of an 8.
Okay. All right, all right. Now's the part of the show where you guys come to hear me rant. Dude, Hell's Paradise
Uh,
fucking sucks. I don't care.
okay.
Okay. It fucking sucks. The show is
I
like
mean,
absolutely garbage tier. I think
man.
the majority of this show tries to like borrow a lot of its like concepts and like a lot of its basis for like character development. I get, copying something and trying to twist it in your own way, but I think Hell's Paradise tries to do this in like some of the most sinful ways possible, right? And just fails almost completely on every level. Like I I don't really understand like what the author's direction for this series was, because it started off in a
Right.
very like unique and interesting way, and then it kind of just goes off to the deep end, to the point where it's like normally like I'm not really the guy like, oh ho girl anime like character like bad, right? Like no, I think the like female protagonist that alongside Gabi Maru is literally one of the dumbest fucking characters I've ever seen in anime in my entire fucking life.
Yeah,
Like
I think Gabimaro was. I
Gabi
think
Maru's
Gabimaro is by
okay.
far.
Yeah.
I would say like Gabimaro is by far the most interesting part for me. The story. He's
Yeah.
just like.
Dude,
Okay, I think this is a good anime. I don't think it's bad.
I think it's trash.
I think your expectations of it might like
Okay.
persuade you in a way, because I think this just was like an unknown manga, and you are watching this on a weekly basis without much hype behind it. I think you would find it a good action show.
Let me give you
Not
the
necessarily a
reason.
deep one, but like a good action show.
Let me give you the
I don't think
reason.
it's very.
Okay. Let me give
Yeah,
you the reason. Okay. You can't time me out. You can't time out the streamer. Haha.
he
Yeah,
has the
that's
power.
right. What's it called? Fucking uh okay. So this anime, right? Or when it was being serialized, it was part of what was called the Dark Three, which was Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu
Right, right. That's
Kaisen,
what I mean.
and
It's
Hell's
like when
Paradise.
when you associate it
Okay.
with those other two, I think it falls flat on its ass.
Yeah, it's fucking
But I don't think it's necessarily a bad anime or
horrendous.
like.
Okay, I just okay. Look,
I
I
think it has a lot of cool ideas,
yeah, it
and
has a lot of cool
I
ideas,
think
but
it has
I
decent
fucking
animation, like decent. I mean, music is
oh, there she is.
5 out of 10 at best, but music
Sagiri.
is not great.
Sagiri is one of the most useless characters in anime history.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. It feels like she's Hinata from Naruto. It really does feel like that. Sagiri is like
Like
she's like a nothing character. Like her only character trait is admiration for other characters.
better power system, Aspel curse power from TJK. No. Okay, I'm not really arguing like
I don't even think this has a power system. I think it's
Yeah.
just random bullshit. Like, okay, I don't feel comfortable saying this has a good power system when it's fucking Dragon Ball, but everyone learns Ki in the space of 10 minutes. Like, I don't even think like, I don't like calling this a power system is fucking insulting.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, okay, but I don't think that makes the show like. That's actually one of my biggest gripes. Everyone learns. They call it fucking Tao, which is basically Ki.
Yeah.
Like, even like one of the characters says, "Oh yeah," and like the Shinobi village we call this Ki.
Yeah.
Saying this is a power fucking system, it's kind of insulting to other power systems.
Well,
Yeah, only four can use it, and they learned in the span of 10 minutes. Except the one already kind of knew it, but not really. Like Sagiri doesn't know it, but she like
but she can
somehow
use
she has
it.
the strongest power. Yeah,
Then
and like her emotions manipulate her Ki. Okay, okay, bro. Yeah, okay, yeah. I've seen Dragon Ball.
wait,
Okay,
hold
thanks.
on.
I've seen fucking.
That yeah, the
Oh,
breathe,
it's the breathing technique.
but
God
the
damn
breathing
it.
technique
Only
is
if other people could breathe.
the breathing technique is using ki because her exhaustion is the same as Gabimaru's, who can use the
Right,
same level of
but
tau.
like
And then
when you hear about fucking breeding techniques, and it's like Demon Slayer coming out in the next season, and
okay,
people are talking fucking about breeding techniques, you're like, well, what do you
okay,
mean breeding techniques?
I accepted
Ugh.
I accepted from the beginning like that the powers are just gonna like just happen like that I can
Yeah, the bars
forgive.
are bullshit. That's
Okay,
what I mean. I don't think they're bad. I just think they're fucking bullshit.
yeah,
Like the way, like calling this a power system, it's an insult to literally every other
okay.
anime with the power system.
Apart
It's just like whatever. Like people are just like, oh yeah, people can use Ki now.
apart
It's
from
fine.
whether or not like there exists a power system, like whatever, like even Jujutsu Kaisen's powers being BS, right? Like apart from all that, right? Like I just really hate Sakiri. That fucking character needs to die. Just kill the character. Like all the other ones that I can tolerate keep dying except for her. I'm like,
It's
why
kind of
does
impressive that Sagiri and Gabimaru are the most boring characters by far. Like Gabimaru is fine in the
uh,
sense that like he's learning to be human,
yeah, but like
but like it's Naruto Mu Wife the anime. It's like okay, bro, like
I just
we
think
get
it's
it.
funny. Like every time he's about to be an asshole, he just thinks of his wife,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he
Every time
goes,
he's like,
he
yeah, every
goes,
time he's gonna be an asshole, it's like fucking remembering wife Onujutsu, and like, yeah, it's fine. He's not an asshole anymore.
yeah. He's like,
Like
oh, my wife said
his
this.
fucking wife, like in the span of like 2 months, his fucking wife gave him the wisdom of a lifetime to never be an asshole. Like every situation, his fucking wife is a code for it. It's fucking impressive. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, okay, dude. Dude,
Again, it's not a bad anime. It's just like
yeah, yeah.
it's an anime, man. It feels very uninspired. It doesn't have a
It
lot of original ideas.
it's
The
bad.
Tensen are fine, except they're like
Yeah,
all assholes so far, and they don't seem like
it
I don't know. The
gets
Tensens are kind of fucking idiots. Like they're
yeah.
just fucking idiots.
It's a little bad when it gets compared to the other shows I was talking about.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure, for sure.
His wife is holy, saving him from sin. Okay, I did. Okay, the thing is that I don't even think Gabimaru like. I just wish they weren't on the island. Like I'm gonna be honest, man. I I,
It's it,
I want to see
and
all like they had like singular flashback stories, like one episode singular flashback stories to like explain everything, then off the character, and then like that was like, oh, now you're supposed to care about him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the Tensen are fucking idiots. Like
oh yeah, they're all fucking
I think the
stupid.
worst part of the series is Tencent being fucking idiots. They're like, oh, they're like immortal masters that have mastered Tao or something shit like that. But they get fucking bowled by some like fucking three nerds that barely can use Tao. Like one of them can even use it.
It's a shitty One Piece arc with the high.
Oh my god, I'm crying at how real this is.
Dude, like actually,
It's not a bad anime. It's just when you start breaking apart most of its elements, it's a meh anime. Comparing this to Jujutsu Kaisen or Chainsaw Man, it's like, man, at
yeah.
least those series are more
Like,
interesting.
I fully
They have better,
accept.
more interesting worlds. They have better, more interesting powers. Even if you think Jujutsu Kaisen's power system is worse, which I don't think it is, at least it's more visually interesting and more cool to look at and more fun, and it generates better fights.
Okay, I want to know.
My motherfuckers are just using key now, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen Dragon Ball, bro. You're not gonna impress me with fucking key, man.
I want to know if like the translation is correct. Like, is his ability really called Aesthetic Blaze?
That
Like,
which ability?
like Gabimaru's fire ability? Like, is it really called Aesthetic
Something bliss.
Blaze? Like, I, I don't know, man. I'm like, why the fuck would they like Aesthetic Blaze? Like, what? Like, it sounds kind of weird. Like in terms of
Aesthetic
kind of
bliss.
out there abilities, like aesthetic. Like I don't know. Those schools are pretty literal in Asia. I mean, okay, like
I mean, is it like one of those things where I just stand up and clap? It's like praising.
I
It's
mean,
like praising the Dot Rayman for having Christian symbolism, or like saying Evangelion is better because it has crosses and
I
like
mean, I mean
symbolism. It's like it's
the
just random elements they're grabbing and
the thing
making part of the
is,
story. It's
is that this is the best way I described it when I was watching it. I was like, man, this show is something that I would like come up with in my head when I was like 14, like
right.
unironically.
You know how like Kubo names all his powers and like villains after like Hispanic things.
Yeah,
It's the same thing for like Chinese. I don't I don't know, man. It's they just grabbed a theme of Chinese mysticism and they mix it with Buddhism,
yeah, and like
and I
Taoism,
don't.
like
It's not bad. Like I don't think it makes the show better. I don't think it makes it worse either. It's just I don't know. It's just an element that I don't think it necessarily enriches the story, but I don't think it necessarily makes it worse. I don't know.
yeah,
It's kind of like yeah, it's like kind of like Bleach and saying things in the Spanish like
yeah.
Hueco Mundo and like the
Espada,
espadas and
settle.
shit like that. It's like, I mean, at least I mean in Bleach it sounds way fucking cooler. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, he fucking really hit the head on that. Like Spanish was a great
Yeah,
great
it feels more like
thing.
an aesthetic narrative thing.
Aesthetic Blaze sounds
Aesthetic
dumb.
place on
Yes,
stuff. Yeah,
it does
it
sound
does.
dumb. Yeah,
Yeah, it looks cool too, which is kind of shame because it looks fucking cool.
the world. Exactly, exactly. We need more. We need more. We need. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. I do like Spanish terms sometimes more than I like Japanese terms when describing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
Spanish looks dope. Like Spanish sounds dope.
yeah, Bankai is fucking Bankai like rolls off the tongue. Okay, no. Okay,
Bankai more like bonk kai.
you know what else rolls off the tongue like really well, like when you say it, Batosai, Batosai.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
true.
The
Oh, hell
Batosai.
yeah.
You know from Rurouni Kenshin.
I mean, Japanese sounds cool too. It's just that like I just don't see like why adding Chinese symbols and Chinese themes is makes something better or worse. It's whatever,
I
man.
mean, it was like a
It,
good.
it doesn't sound as cool as like Hueco Mundo.
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah,
dude.
Taoism, Buddhism, whoa, so fucking cool. Yin and Yang, whoa, no one has ever done anything with Yin and Yang. Like,
By
yeah,
the way,
fucking.
at the end of this, I want to know your thoughts on the One Piece live action trailer.
I still haven't seen it. I can't. I literally can't.
You
Because
haven't
Chinese is
seen
the
it?
origin of most Japanese culture. Who cares, man? But
You,
like,
you haven't?
no, I haven't seen it. I'm not ready. Someone sent it to me, and I can't. I can't. Fucking
No, we're gonna watch it on stream. Okay. So Hell's Paradise, I'm gonna give it a 6 for me personally.
It's a 7. I think it's good enough. It's serviceable enough to be like an enjoyable battle shonen.
Yeah.
Especially compared to like Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. That's like solid 8s. This is
Yeah.
like a 7. I think that's fair.
Okay.
My wife anime.
All right. Loving Yamada Kun at level 999. I am gonna go out on a limb here. Okay. And I'm gonna say Yamada Kun has the best directing out of everything. I think
Uh,
Yamada
I will
Kun's
disagree,
directing
but
Yamada Kun's directing is better than anything that's aired this year. Hands
nah,
down.
man.
I think
Insomnia X, man.
I think
Insomnia X.
I think Yamada Kun's directing is
Nah, I still think
is
Insomnia X is better
literal. I
directing.
think
I won't
Yamada
lie.
Kun's
I do
directing is
think
literal
Yamada's
god tier.
directing is pretty good.
Okay.
I mean, Yamada's directing is like shoujo directing. It's
No,
not
it's
like.
more than that, dude. Okay,
I mean, sometimes it's more than that, but it's not like it isn't like
I
blown my mind
dude,
in
it
terms of
blows my
directing.
mind because the
It keeps reusing a lot of the same like backgrounds, which is like the wholesome
okay,
when the character.
it uses like the similar backgrounds, right? But the use of it, right, and the use of the camera angle, like I okay. The reason why I say all this is because I went and looked up who the director is for Yamada-kun, right? And I'm like, okay, this makes
I haven't looked it up.
a lot of sense,
If it
dude.
wasn't.
Like especially the final episode of Yamada-kun, I think is like a masterclass on like that whole the whole confession scene and everything like that. Like I was like, Jesus,
That was
man.
really good. That was really good.
I will say the directing is the strongest thing in the show. Everything else is pretty average. Okay. Um, was an absolute smash. Yes, for sure. Like I think Yamada-kun, like overall, like the characters, the writing, the situations, the scenarios, yeah, it's nothing special, right? But
Yeah,
I think the directing knocks it out of the fucking park, and it makes it
yeah. I
better.
think my biggest gripe with this show is how tropey it is in some ways that it
Oh
doesn't
no
need to
no,
be.
100%. I agree with you, ten thousand
Yeah,
percent.
fair,
It is
fair. I don't think it's a good
disgustingly
anime, by the way.
tropey. Yeah, like I
Yeah,
was
it's
laughing
like
at some of the moments that were like, "This is the most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my fucking life." Like, how do you catch a
yeah,
bike like
some
that? Like,
some of them are like straight up like shoujo romance BS manga, which is like something I don't enjoy most of the times.
mm-hmm.
But it's still like a fun series, right? There's still a lot of heart. It's still very comfy. It's good times. I just wish it wasn't as tropey, especially when there's like two better romance animes this season for me.
Yeah. Like
I
for
think
sure.
there are. I think the other two romance animes are clearly better than Yamada. I think they're more original.
I don't
I think
disagree.
they tell a better story.
I
I
don't
think
disagree at all.
they.
I don't disagree at all.
Fair.
Yeah,
But
it's
this is a pretty good anime. I give it a 7, just
okay.
because how tropey it is. It's kind of like it kind of removes me from being absorbed in the anime sometimes,
Okay, we
especially
need
when
to,
Akane is like sick. Bro, that scene
dude.
when she
I
was
know,
sick and she got out of the house
I
and like
know.
she passes out in the
I
driveway, like the bikes are.
Yes,
Oh my
dude.
god, that
Yes,
scene was
I know. It was
oh my god,
ridiculous. But okay, I like
ridiculous.
Horimiya and you don't. Okay, so I'm a bit of a slut for the romance. Okay, I'll eat almost anything. Okay,
Yeah,
give me the final rankings for rom com battle royale. Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be
yeah.
hard this year.
Which one is the battle? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. What you mean? I know what you mean.
Legendary Hero is
My bad.
dead. I dropped it. I couldn't watch it. It's pure filth. 4 out of 10. Yeah, I didn't even get past the first episode. Um, yeah. All right. Galaxy Next Door. Did you watch Galaxy Next Door at all, Bananas?
I have not.
Okay.
Is it good? I feel like I'm not missing much like that.
No, you're not. This is only good if you want Iyashike.
I mean, I like Hiyashike. I just
You want
there's just a
Iyashike
lot of
plus
there's just a lot
romance.
of influx of Hiyashike
Oh yeah,
for the last.
it is a complete snooze
There's so much
fest.
Hiyashike, man, and it's like yeah, Hiyashike used to be like this special genre that you get
Oh, it's
maybe
not.
one anime every 2 years, and now it's like yeah, every season needs like a Hiyashike anime.
Yeah, I don't even want to rate Galaxy Next Door because it's like the show doesn't even try to be good, which sounds bad,
Damn,
right? But
that's bad.
it's because it's like it's supposed to be this like really light
Right.
romance,
I
right?
slept through episode 2, to be honest. I mean, if it's an Hiyashike, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yes,
Not
like
gonna lie.
it's not meant to like entertain you, really. It's mostly meant to give you like comfy feelings, which
Yeah,
I think
okay,
the
yeah.
show
I get
does
that. I like that.
achieve, right? Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Is it
that's
like
that.
the Iamon from last year? I feel like it. This gives me like strong the Iamon vibes from last year.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely don't watch this unless you want to feel better about your life. Well,
The
maybe it'll make
Iamon.
you feel worse, but like if you just want to feel comfy, watch it. Other than that, I don't recommend it. Like, yeah. So it's hard to really give it like a I guess 6 out of 10 would be a good assessment, but like even then, like you shouldn't watch this unless this is the specific feeling you're going for. Um okay, Death Mount Death Play. Oh, this fucking show, man. This fucking show is just ridiculous on so many levels.
Just the
Um
name alone.
I know, right? I thought it was gonna be absolutely shit. But it's surprisingly for me, I give it a 7 out of 10. Um, I think it's serviceable in a lot of different ways, right? Teetering on horrible. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I liked
That's
it.
how we like our comedy anime.
Yeah. Were you able to watch this at all?
I don't know.
Mm-mm. Don't even
This gives
worry
me
about it.
like
You're not missing anything.
strong like Classroom of the Elite
Yeah, yeah.
vibes.
If you like Costume of the Elite, if you like, kind of just like,
Darwin's Game.
yeah, yeah. If you like the cutesy with the edgy and the like, a bit of the
Hell yeah.
action, I couldn't get into it. Yo, that's totally understandable, right? Like it's
Yeah.
it's definitely like if you're a slut for like over. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they actually maintain his opiness. They maintain his opiness like to like a certain degree where he can't just use his powers whenever he wants, right? um
Right, right.
and that kind of helps makes the show a little bit more serviceable. um but if you're looking for something like pretty dumb and entertaining, yeah, check it out. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
I think people think we don't like trash anime. But like trash anime is good anime, man.
Pretty fucking dumb and entertaining. 7.
It's like going to McDonald's, man. Like, yeah, no one is gonna like write a good review about McDonald's, but we're still gonna go to McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like my trash anime as
Yeah.
much as the next man.
Okay, Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury season 2. Uh this I don't really want to give a rating on, right?
Is
Because
season two the end? Like, is it like the end?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I don't really know. Like we got to watch the last episode to see if there's a definitive ending, but it looks like it's going to be a definitive ending, but who knows? Gundam can go off the fucking rails at any moment. So um I
Right.
I I don't know what to rate it. So I'm going to do rating pending. Um
Fair.
we'll see if it gets to like higher heights.
Yeah, next week we'll
Yeah.
probably have some opinions on it.
Yeah. All right. Insomniacs After School. Cute, wholesome. Bananas, go off. Let me know your reasons why you think you're right in terms of it being the better one.
Tony X is the best music, the best soundtrack, the best, more realistic characters, and it actually has an organic romance. That's all I'll say. I have nothing else to add. This anime is anime of the season. It's a fucking masterpiece. It's Omniax's, and it's one of those animes I didn't even. It wasn't even in my original list of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even yeah, it wasn't even in my plan to watch list at the end of the season. It's just a very wholesome, very quiet, very good romance anime that's like a perfect mixture of romance and Iyashike. Which there's literally no other Iyashike anime that gets romance like Insomniacs does. It's probably not even like Iyashike if you like want to be strict with the definition of the genre. It's just a very good mixture of genres that, and there's nothing quite like it in anime.
Yeah.
There's a lot of romance anime. There's a lot of Iyashike anime. There's a lot of slice of life anime, but there's nothing quite like Insomniacs in terms of presentation and execution.
Okay. 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 Well,
It's a masterpiece.
I
Anime of the season. Let's go.
I respectfully disagree, but in terms of like it being the top, I will say that it is an incredibly good show. I think it deals with a lot of the like internal struggles that you see when people who deal with like chronic issues like insomnia, right? Gives you like a good perspective on the lives and how they go around living, especially when you're younger, right? And not really know what's gonna happen to you in the future, right? Especially with like the whole little thing that they did with the girl, the little like you don't really know what's gonna happen to her, right? Little twist in the plot. Um, but I think overall it is an excellent show. If there's anything that you watch from this season, Insomniacs has to be on that
Hell yeah.
list for sure. Okay, what would you
And the
rate
characters
this?
are so fucking good too, man.
Yeah, top tier characters.
I'll give it an 8. It's a very good, very strong 8.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8 as well. Okay, Skip and Loafer. Now it's
We
my
are now
turn.
at the second romance anime that's better than Yamada.
Skip and Loafer is a 10. It is an absolute
Bruh.
perfect anime. It's literally perfect. Skip and
Dang.
Loafer, whether or not it gets a season 2 or not, pretty
I don't
irrelevant.
know, man. I think last episodes, especially the last episodes, were a bit. There was like some forced drama with the best friend that
No,
I
no, 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 no.
wasn't
Get the fuck out of
particularly a
here.
fan of.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not forced
Nah,
drama.
she was like, "Oh, you still making you shun, like, bruh." She's an adult, show some fucking respect. You're like 14, and you're
Okay.
literally like throwing shade at the fucking middle-aged woman.
But
What do you
there
mean?
is a history there, okay? Understand that.
No, no. I mean, it's like it's not that there isn't a history. There's just a better way to go about that history without her like sounding like a total fucking
No, no,
psycho
no,
bitch.
no, no, no. Okay. She's
No, no. I mean,
she's a
I will say
bitch. They
that was a bit.
presented her
That was
as
like
that. Okay. They made her that way. Okay. The
okay,
whole okay. The whole show of Skip and Loafer, okay? It's a beautiful combination of like this it brings together like this coming of age story from like two different wildly different perspectives, right? And like it does it in a way where it kind of like reels you in like the entire time, and it is a constant drip feed of like um not really knowing what's gonna happen next, and like being excited
right?
for what just happened, and like still being excited for what is happening on the screen, right? Like
Yeah,
from like beginning to end, man.
very like
You
that's a very good like
yeah,
perspective.
yeah,
To be honest, it's like
it's a very good fucking story, right? And okay, I will
right.
say I will say though, this is the one stipulation, right? Because there is no such thing as a perfect anime. I will say the one thing.
Some got on the line, but okay.
Okay, yeah, true. I will say the one thing is that if you don't like the main character, you're not gonna like the show.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think the King of Wholesome title is very fitting for it.
Yeah, like
I think it's very good. I think you may find that it's a bit too sugary, if that makes sense, like a bit too wholesome. You know what I
okay,
mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
you
It
may.
might be a bit
You,
too off-putting how sweet it is.
okay, I get that, but there's a reason for it. There's like an underlying, you know, uh,
Right, but every character is like too fucking good. Even the characters that aren't like good, they're like good. If that makes sense. You know what I
okay,
mean?
no, they're fucking human. That's what they are, bananas. Okay, come on.
No, no, no. That's what I think they are a bit too far removed. Some of the characters are a bit too far removed to be human. It's like too wholesome to be IRL, if that makes sense.
Okay, well, with your
No, no. I
negative,
mean, like when you're saying like the characters are human, right? You kind of like expect every character to like act human,
and I think they
and you know,
did. I think they
one
did.
is just a
Dog,
dog.
yeah, true. I think they did.
He is the golden retriever boyfriend, huh?
Yeah. Did okay. I just think okay, then there's like a fundamental disagreement with like how these people would act, right? In real
Right.
life, right? I think
I think about the show a lot, like Ore Monogatari. I don't know if you've seen that anime. The
yes.
one with the yeah, I think that show a lot. Like I think about this one. It's like very wholesome, very fun, very cute, but it's not necessarily trying to be the most realistic anime, right?
I fuck. See,
I think the
okay.
characters are. I think especially the main girl. I think she's a very like real character. Like she has a lot of hashtag relatable moments, as the kids would say. But I don't think every character is. I don't think it's a show where every character is written equally. That's like my criticism of the show.
Yeah. And yeah. Okay, yeah. That
I
would
mean,
just be
that's the thing. If you think it's a 10 out of 10, that's fucking fine. I think it's a really good show. I think it's there's a lot of shows I would question here if you put it at 10 out of 10, but I don't think that one is like
okay.
one of
I
them.
I
Because
do
everything
genuinely
you might dislike about this anime, it's personal choice,
okay.
basically.
I genuinely think, right, when like obviously when you're watching shows, right, you like to see like a struggle and like you overcome like this great feat, right? um and you may not necessarily see that within Skip and Loafer, right, which is understandable, like considering a lot of the like like you said, like comfiness and wholesomeness that it presents, right? But I do think that like the characters you know, for the most part, like every single one of them, even the side characters, overcome, this great, you know, like feeling that they felt, right? That was like negative in their lives, and they were able to overcome it, right? Not like all at the same time, but like over the course of the entire story. And I think they presented and did that in a pretty good way.
Right.
I and not only just in a good way, in a perfect way. I think they perfectly
Fair.
aligned and set up all the situations and the whole story and like all the directing and all the little moments. There's like a lot of little details that they put in to like establish like, relationships and how those relationships are growing and like developing.
Right.
I just think it hit every single thing that you would want in a slice of life, little romance comedy type of show. It did
Right.
everything
Right.
perfect, right? It did everything like near flawless. Obviously this falls more so on like the romance side, right, than like the comedy.
Yeah, that's
You know what
true.
I mean? Because
Right.
like the like other side of the coin where it focuses more on the comedy than the romance would be Love is War, right? Love is War, you know, like it's more so like obviously in the comedy than it is like in the romance. But I think Skip and
Yeah.
Loafer is kind of like the like opposite of it, and just as good, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I think giving a bad rating to this anime. I think you need to go to therapy if you give a bad rating to this anime.
Yes.
You are clearly a very bitter person.
All right, Bananas. What is your final rating
Because this,
verdict?
I think it's yeah. I think I would give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's Sony X is still better for me, but I
Mm-hmm.
skipped to Lover. It's a pretty good anime. It's pretty wholesome. It's a very good romance. I think your rating might like the mileage on the rating varies, conforming like in accordance to how much you enjoy certain aspects of it. I don't think, like you said, I don't think it does anything wrong. I'm not sure if I would like agree with if it does everything perfect, but I don't think it does anything wrong either.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
a very wholesome, fun show.
yeah,
And if you hate it, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
yeah,
Skip the Loafer is really
yeah.
good. I've
Part.
been criticizing it, but that's like because I'm thinking it's a 10 out of 10, right? I still think it's fucking phenomenal anime, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
It's
I.
fucking good, man. It's good seasonal. It's one of the best seasonals this year for
Yeah,
sure.
I haven't given a 10 in an extremely long time, and I personally connected to the show, so that's where my
Yeah, that's
thing
fair.
stands.
That's fucking fair, bro.
Okay, my home hero, not continuing, but get you a wife like his. There you go. That's that's my rating. My home hero, get you a wife like his that'll help you commit homicide and hide the body, which was the best line from the show, and I thought it peaked in that moment. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, yeah, it's no more. But yeah, I can see some people liking it. Not necessarily bad, but not really what I was looking for. Okay, Heavenly Delusion. I think Heavenly Delusion is one of the better animated shows this season, for sure. Very fluid and interesting animation. Um, very enjoyable. Brings a lot of concepts to the forefront, in terms of identity and discovering like who you are, what it means to be you, through
So
like
I think
just like crazy ass situations, right? Um, but yeah, what did you think of Heavenly Delusion? I thought it was pretty. It was pretty good.
it's hard to describe the Heavenly Delusions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think he had a really good premise. Like, from episode up to episode 8, I was absolutely engaged. I mean, I'm saying 8 just like around that like ballpark. But I don't know, man. It's just it leaves too many questions unanswered. Uh, I think it tried to bit off a bit more than it could chew. Everything with the two main characters is way more interesting than everything that's happening inside the like the school thing. I don't even know what to call it. I can't remember what they called it. It was like the school thing
Yeah,
where all the
dude.
kids. Everything that happens outside is way more interesting than anything that happens inside. There's way too many questions.
The manga is ongoing up for season 2. Okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
I think the conclusion of season one was pretty and like
Oh,
underwhelming. I
one
know there's more seasons coming, but like I don't.
one
I mean,
big
probably more seasons coming because
yeah, one big disclaimer is if you don't like suicide, don't watch this show.
and like
Okay.
I don't even know. I don't even know if it's gonna have a second season. Like
Yeah.
just because the manga's ongoing doesn't mean it's gonna have a second season. The way I rate and like evaluate things, it's like okay, I don't know if it's gonna have a second season. So if I'm just going by the season one, I am not interested enough to read the manga. I don't know.
Yeah.
The story feels a bit too scattered.
Dude, I'm
The characters are funny. They are interesting.
I'm
At
not
least the
gonna
two
lie.
main
I'm not gonna lie,
people.
dude.
I just found the series a bit boring,
I was
especially the last
I
two
was
three episodes.
I was hella laughing every time. Like, it's like obviously there's like a lot of it's like post-apocalyptic, right? There's people like kill themselves sometimes. I was laughing like because it was just so ridiculous, right? With the moments that were like happening, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know. It just was like I was like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like I definitely had that reaction quite a few times. Feels probably enough to get one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll probably get season
It
2.
could be. It could. Yeah, it definitely could have a season
Yeah,
two. I'm just not sure if it will. And if
I
it
will
doesn't, you know,
give it a
if
7.
there is, I will watch one. I think it's a six.
Okay, okay, cool, dude.
I think a lot of it is really good. I think a lot of it is also like
We are disagreeing quite a bit on this list. I like it.
very
I like it. I
underwhelming.
like it. Yeah, I like our.
I just didn't feel it. Like I remember like liking because I watched the first 8 episodes in like a batch, and then I
Mm-hmm.
watched the rest, and I don't know. I'm not feeling it the way I was feeling it at the beginning.
Yeah,
It is a lot of maybe season two could fix everything that I dislike about season one.
yeah, yeah. We'll see.
But unless it happens, it's like yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
it's an okay series. It's I think it started way too strong, but it's some good
Yeah.
in a way.
Blue Orchestra. Have you seen this?
I have. It's have you seen EBK Euphonium with boys and they're not even that gay? Yeah, that's how I feel about the series. This is literally EBK Euphonium, but they're not gay enough. And it's more about the music than it was in UFO. UFO
Oh,
is
okay.
definitely more about the girls and the relations between the girls. This one is I mean it's a lot about the relations and the character progression. But it's a lot about the music, which isn't bad per se. I think being more
That's
about the
good.
music is interesting.
What would your rating be on this show?
Uh, fuck, this one is hard because it's 24 episodes with 12 hours, but I'll give it a seven.
Okay.
I think it's I think it's deserving of a seven. It's pretty good so far. I like
Yeah.
the characters. I like the drama.
Yeah. Yeah.
The production is a bit, uh, but yeah, it's interesting enough the way it's going.
Yeah. Okay, let's get through this shit so we can do the trailer reaction.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, we only have a couple more. Okay, Magical Destroyers, go off King.
8 out of 10. It's fucking art.
Okay.
It's it's hard to explain why I like the show. It's something you have to feel instead of rationalize. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not a show that I can like write a thesis about and explain why I enjoy it or why it's good. Because it's not just references. It's not just the story itself. It's like the perfect mixture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the perfect mixture of like bullshit and insanity and anarchy and yeah. I don't know. I fucking love the show. It's a
Nice.
show that touches me in the otaku autism in a way that
Yeah.
very few anime even dare to try, especially nowadays. Like, there hasn't been a show like this probably since Kill la Kill.
Yeah. So if you have otaku
And
autism, check it out.
yeah, it's it just hits right, man. It's dumb. It's not the best animated series by any means. It's just no. It just scratches the edge with all its references. And not just it's not that references make it good. It's just that there's so much passion in the way they reference things, in the way they sort of like include otaku culture and otaku nature into the story from beginning to end. The way they're very unapologetic about doing so, because it's pretty obvious that the people producing the show aren't trying to make a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. They're not, because even production wise, it's not phenomenal, and it still like seeps into the quality of the series the way that it's not phenomenally animated, but has really fucking incredible art directing and art choices. And the way it jumps back and forth between story beats, and I don't know, it's just anime testament.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you like this so much. And Anarchy-chan is best girl. I love her.
She is good to be
Um.
like that.
Okay. Otaku Elf. It's mid as fuck, and I dropped it. Okay. Um. Rodoku's Bad Girls. Can't believe I actually finished this show. 7 out of 10. What would you give it?
Wait, did I watch this? I don't think
Rokudo's
I did.
Bad Girls.
Oh, I did not.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. I will say you're not really missing much. Animation's kind of rough.
Fair.
Character design's a little rough, but overall, it's entertaining. So if you want something with like a lot of like gangster bad girls and bad boys fighting it out. The main character is a little bitch boy, right? And he does cry as much as like Shinji, so it can get a little like tiresome. Um, but who is best Yankee? The guy from Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh my god. Uh, but yeah, Rokudo's is okay. It's okay. It's nothing really. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 6. Actually, yeah, I'll give it a 6. Yeah, it's a 6 out of 10. Skip the marginal service. Tokyo Mew Mew season 2 is okay. It's nothing really great.
No.
Did you watch Uma Musume Pretty Derby?
Wait, it's in season. I thought it started there next season.
Oh, okay. I'll delete. All right, cool. That is everything
Yeah,
on
yeah,
our
it's
list. We finally
season, I
fucking
think.
did it, dude. Oh, that took fucking forever.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so this is
Good season overall. Not
like
gonna lie.
good season overall. We're gonna give our final rating on what's it called? The gonna give our final rating on the Gundam series. Next time I'm able to stream, which will probably be in about 2 weeks. Okay, let me. Should we save the One Piece reaction for next time?
I don't know. That's up to you, man. Probably won't have a lot to talk about next week or like 2 weeks from now.
Okay, yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it for then. Can you really just not watch it until then?
Bruh, some people have sent to me, like sent that to me. I still haven't opened it. I can hold off for the rest of my life without watching it.
Okay, can I give you one little spoiler from the trailer?
I'm ready.
Oh, maybe they did or they did it. Ah, no, actually no. Let's go in blind. Let's go in fresh.
All right.
Yeah, we're blind and fresh.
I'm not to be upset and triggered.
Hell yeah, I'm here for it. Oops, it's a little too loud. Okay, well, this is gonna be the end of the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in to Critical Anime Theory once again. We will be live in 2 weeks. I am going to Anime Expo next weekend, so I might try to just go live from the convention center, do a mini IRL stream. You're going to Anime Expo too? Hell yeah, dude. But it's gonna be wild because we have our whole schedule set already, so we have like a lot of really specific things we're gonna hit, and we have a very, very tight schedule. I'm gonna try to stream it. I don't know how much service I'll have there, but dude, there are some really cool panels that I'm gonna try to go to, where like where they are like going over like the process of like animation. There's gonna be a trigger panel with their artists. That one looks fucking hype. Um, what else? What were we gonna do? Yeah, I'll find my schedule and uh, dude, as time goes by, I'm more so thinking like, man, I should make a Discord. I don't want to do that shit again. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna move from here. I'll try to say hi. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking say what's up. Yeah, we're gonna go to a trigger, the trigger live drawing. I'm gonna check out the animation pipeline. I'm gonna see some anime character design. The we're also going to a maid cafe. Gonna be looking at a bunch of art and stuff like that. So depending on how my service is when I get there, will depend on whether or not I can stream it. So yeah, we're only going one day. So but yeah, it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. It's gonna be a great time. So yeah, it's gonna be hype as fuck. So we'll have a lot to talk about the week after. So all right, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate every single one of you, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh,
Peace. Stay cute.
yeah, I'll stay kid.